Hello, Katja here, and today I have a wooden heart that I will alter to you. I want to have like a background with tissue paper to have like fine details, but you never know if it will show up in the end, but it doesn't mind, I know it's there. So I have this beautiful Finnabair tissue paper, and it's named Notes. I want to have that pattern in the background, and I pick from the edges of the tissue paper some flowers. I'm sure they will not show in the end, but it's always I want to make a more busy background where I will have my composition. So I'm gluing everything with the soft gloss gel. I put it on my heart and also on the top of it. And my heart is white painted to show the pattern better. If you have like a darker surface or wooden surface, my tip to show the pattern is to paint it white. So I put it at the top, and I'm a little bit careful because the tissue paper is very easy to get broken, but all over the heart. Okay, not all over, almost. I will leave some small places. And now I want to make it a little bit more like whitening. You don't need to do this step, but I feel that I want to do it like a whitewash. So you see the pattern still show, and that is to, if you have a little bit gesso, but if you want the pattern to show completely, you can use a clear gesso. Here I have the white gesso, and because I don't know if I will put any color or anything, and I will pull some of the gesso off with baby wipe. And this beautiful new stencil, it's Ghostwriter. It's like a text, and that's my theme, that's my heart, it's a ghostwriter. And here I have the icing paste in vintage gold, and I got the idea while I putting it out. So I have the icing paste, but I also want to have one other paste. So I pick some, and a little bit randomly over my stencil I pick the icing paste, but I also put the crackle paste to mix them a little bit to make my project a little bit more interesting. And I have set like some metallic embellishments, and I will glue everything with the 3D gloss gel. It's perfect to the metallic embellishment or molds or anything like that. So I'm start to build up the composition. And this beautiful, beautiful lady, it comes from a mold, and the wings, the vintage portrait, the mold with the lady, and the wings are from Key and Wings, like older mold. And I try to do a composition so it can stay flat. It's much more easy when everything will dry up. And you see I built up the composition with metallics and molds around my face. I need also for the balance to have like some place also some metallics and embellishments, so I'm adding it up a little bit because it's about go dreaming and ghostwriting and dreams, this heart. So I'm adding and pulling out some different embellishments to let everything stay. And the 3D matte gel or gloss gel works perfectly to add my embellishments. And right now I don't mind the color, what everything is, because I will paint over it and add my own colors to my heart. But I'm gluing how I want my composition, and I will leave it to dry. Some hot summer days you leave it in sun for like an hour and it dries. On the winter time and more cold, if you have like more humidity, it takes a little bit longer, but you can use the heat dryer. Now I will paint everything with the white heavy gesso. I paint over my embellishment. I will not paint so much in the background. Little bit around the embellishments, but you can see I was painting like 2 layers, but not on the background. I have pulled out the art stones. They come in 3 sizes, mini and the regular, and the mega stones. I want to add like more interesting surface. So the lady's head, she will have like art stones, and on some places, not all over the place, a little bit here and there, and even on the smaller side to give the heart a little bit like balance. And I sprinkle them and I will leave them for drying. I will think I was leaving it for an hour. And you can of course use your heat gun, or if you have a stove nearby or something like that. But for me it was perfect to take a break and do something else while the pearls was drying. Yes, when it was dry, it's time to add some colors, and today the coloring will be with the matte waxes. And I have this beautiful new color, and it's stain wood, and I will add it with a small makeup brush, and I will try to fill out gaps and come out from like the background, because this is a darker shade, so it will be perfect to be like shadowing or something like that. So I go a little bit here and there where I think it could be with the shadowing. So they are so easy to use, but I'm using a very small brush because it's so many gaps, and I don't know how they have stick the art stones. But I think will be pretty okay. And now I pick the ochre for a little bit contrast because it's very brown, and I'm adding it to the wings and also on the face, a little bit on the embellishments, not too much, a little bit here and there. While the wax is not completely dry, it dries pretty fast, but on my lady here it's not completely dry, so I pull something off. Don't wait too long because it's permanent while it sticks, so it doesn't go like everywhere, but here and there, a little bit tricky to use the baby wipe on all spaces. You can even do it with a small brush to pull off if you don't like it. Now I didn't manage to pull out to have white on the top, so I did the same on Christmas board to highlight with the white wax, and it's beautiful to give, and now the art stones shows pretty good, like the effect that the art stones show so well. And something missing, I want to add a little bit contrast, so I take the soft gloss gel, adding it on some places here and there, and I'm having like glitter. There are like glitter sets, and this is like the black and white glitter set, and I'm using black, not too much, but to give my tent like more effect, to show better. Then I want to highlight even once more time. I add a little bit gold, so I take a little bit gold here and there, the aged brass. I'm really carefully because I doesn't want to have it on too many places. And yeah, it start to come out, and I think the glitter made it more interesting with the black here and there. I have a clip from the daily art collection, and that will be working as a hanger. And when I added the clip, it's not painted on a natural surface. So I find in this point that I was missing something. I needed more in the same color to make to create like the my triangle, to give the lady like her focal point. So I'm adding some leaves from the metallics under the lady, and I have find even more leaves, and I try to find a place, and I go for the upper part, so it makes a little bit contrast to all the painted surface, to add some uh, uh, elements that are making contrast to the project. And you see, I choose 3 places, and the 4, if I want to add the 4, it feel that it was too much. So please give the video a thumb up, and leave a comment, and subscribe if you like the channel. See you, and let me know what you think. Bye bye.